Okay, so for activity two, um, it's called the Oregon Trail Image Guest Research with an article reading. And the social studies standard is investigate the causes and the consequences of westward expansion of fifth grade standard. And the cross curricular is the is what is mainly targeted for EL. It's for a classroom station, but it's a better way for ELO students as well to understand it. So the justification basically is that having this connection to yellow students would be great because it gives a visual way to learn. And rather than just reading and taking notes, they get to do some research about an image that relates to the activity. And even though they will be taking a little bit of notes, a little bit of writing, um, the main focus is for them to have like an engagement with an image instead of just like reading. But even though they're researching still, um, they're actually doing something instead of just like reading so much, but like for a purpose. And so for the description, for the station students, we'll be working on a research project with an article reading. And I'm gonna go into detail more that here later. The explanation is this is a good way to have ELO students work in different types of activities. Involves reading, technology, and coloring, which is important for ELO students. Because if they're seeing something, as long as they are learning the concept and the lesson, it has to be an engaging way for them to understand what's going on. So for ELO students, this is important because they need to be exposed to different types of activities for them to improve their English and to have a visual way to learn. It is also a good way to have ELO students work with other students so they can be engaged more and not feel left out. So this is why I wanted to include ELO students with this because when I was an ELO student, there was the groups weren't really like um I guess fair, but like the ELO students were kind of left out and it was just the the stations were hard and it just didn't make sense. So incorporating for this for ELO students would be a great way for them. So moving on to the activity instructions, what's going on is that basically the students are going to look at the image that's on the table, and it's the Oregon Trail. It's an image, it's a famous image, and basically there's going to be a guided notes. This is like a graphic organizer in a way, but it's specifically just for an image. They're just filling out the boxes. Um, Basically the first box is just guessing what the image is. So in the first box is gonna say, what do you think it is? So they're just gonna put what they think this picture is about, what do they think it means, what's in the image and what's going on. So and then they're gonna move on to the second box, and this requires them to have their laptops with them. And so basically for this part, they're actually going to do some research about the image. And and when I say research, they're going to actually go to the links here that I provided for them instead of having them go out and go to websites maybe that are inappropriate. Um, I'm going to have websites here that are already like I've already looked through and are appropriate for kids. And so, yeah. And so basically for this one, there's going to be the second box and they're going to be writing facts of what's going on in the image, whatever information they can find through these links. And just in the second box, it's going to say, what did you find out? And so, yeah, and basically they're going to be just researching of what's going on in that picture and like what's the concept, what's like what is it exactly? And yeah, that's for that. And then once they're done with that second box and done with the links and then done the research a little bit, they're gonna go to this article right here. Um, it's a small article, it's not that big. They're gonna be since they're gonna be like in groups, basically, I want this part to be read aloud, like um read aloud as a group. So basically the guided notes is gonna have the last box, which is the third one. The last box of the graphic organizer is gonna say list three main idea facts of what the article talked about. And so that's a great way to assess what they read and what they learned about the article. And so yeah, that's for that. And since I think this is going to be a not pretty quick, but since they're going to be working in groups, this is going to be like go pretty smooth and quickly. So I'm assuming I think they're going to get done a little bit fast. And so with this so what I added was like a coloring page worksheet, which is I thought it was really cool. That way they can have something to actually do instead of just waiting until the timer's done. They can actually just start coloring and decorate and just finish the the coloring page. And here are my sources. And this is the image that they're going to be looking at. I learned this research thing from one of the presentations uh, from our chapters that we had to do, and I really loved it. I thought it'd be a great way to have this for students as well. So this is the image they'll do, and this is the coloring page that I was talking about where they're gonna color, and I feel like it's really cool. I think there's so much to do, and this would be something really fun that the students would enjoy as well. And this could be something as well that I could probably hang up on the wall or just present to the class and maybe have like a contest who does the best coloring page or something like that. And this is the graphic organizer, what I was talking about, what they're gonna be using. This is what's gonna guide them. So like the first box, like I said, is what the image is. Then is what did you find about the image, and then the three main facts about the article. And here's my rubric. And for I had a 5, 3, and 0 scores. And for 5, I had the guided notes are completed, coloring worksheet is completed, guided notes are clear and meet the goal. For justification, that was for justification. And for the final activity question is the coloring worksheet was completed and colored good. And then it goes on with 3 and 0 with 3 and guided notes are half completed, and for 0 guided notes are not complete. So it goes down like that. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.